Hello?
Is this thing on?
What up? Who in here? You gotta drop a comment. Let us know you're here so we know that we're not talking to ourselves. I think we're talking to ourselves.
I think we might be talking to ourselves.
No, I see 7, 8.
Y'all
What
have to
up?
excuse me. Y'all know I'm pregnant. I gotta eat something.
Happy Saturday.
Yes, happy Saturday.
This is our first live, so we waiting, trying to let a few more people get in here. Hey. Hey, brother.
Hey, Elise.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Elise. Dallas 214.
Oh, we missed Dallas.
Miss Dallas 2.
Hey, Sumi. Ah, hey, Ted.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is so cool.
Yeah. This is what's up. Jerry, what's up?
Hey.
Wanda, how you doing?
This is my breakfast, y'all. So
Hey, real quick before we get started, I just nobody asked this question, but people are always asking for
oh Lord, what you about to do?
For funny pregnancy cravings. I got one for y'all.
Wow.
I don't know if you see that total, and I don't know if you see that location.
I don't know if they even know what that is.
But how does one? Do y'all know what Mrs. Fields is? How do you get to that point? How do you get to $29 at Mrs. Fields? Pregnancy cravings.
Oh my gosh! Listen, I've been craving these cookies for what do you say, like 2-3 months now?
Yeah. That fiend hot from Amsterdam. That's what's up.
Oh.
Global.
Oh no, Elise, I literally went to the store at the Oak Park Mall or something like that. That was like the one thing we went in there, got the cookies, and came right back out. And I was like, how did I spend $30? What the heck? They were good though, so listen.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. There's a lot of questions that you guys sent in on Instagram. We are Tiny House Lifestyle on Instagram at tiny_house_lifestyle, spelled the regular way. If you're not following us over there, but that's where most of the questions came from. And we'll also take questions from the live chat here as well. I'm seeing some start to come in already. But I think you got the ones on your phone. I see one so far. It says, let me see, where we at?
I just lost it.
I lost the name, but it said, oh yeah, Serena Brown. Do you have any regrets on your tiny house journey? How would you answer that?
Regrets? I don't know about regrets, but I would say maybe things that we would have done differently, which we addressed in one of our videos. But as far as regrets go, do I regret it? No. Do you?
I don't regret it at all. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at these questions, so that's why
I'm like, oh, he looking like I regret it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Somebody said, hey, all the way from Southern Louisiana, how you doing?
In the middle of Tennessee.
It's crazy how this kind of works, but
we didn't move. We are currently in Missouri.
Yes, Yvonne.
And we are currently in the tiny house.
Somebody said Middle Tennessee. I'm wondering, are y'all at Incredible Tiny Homes? Are y'all moving into that community? Because that's going to be pretty awesome. It's huge. Over 150 tiny houses all going in by some great developers and builders out there. Adam Williamson, how is life living back in Missouri? It's good. Life is good.
Yeah, it's been good.
Although we are kind of quarantining now.
Yeah, it's kind of rough because we're back with family, but also the virus is spiking. So it sucks that that's happening because, we want to be safe. So it's just dang.
Yeah, we was with family. Y'all saw those last couple of videos, sharing gender and all that good stuff. But now it's the numbers is going up and people are a lot of, I think at least 6 people we know in real life have either had some connection or not that we've been in contact with, but just oh, you hear about somebody that that's guided or their husband or whatever. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's getting a little too close to home right now. So
Tony Bell, how y'all gonna have this baby in the tiny house? Where are you strapping her crib from? Which ceiling, which wall?
We actually toyed with that idea. I'm like, I'm not hanging my child up from no ceiling because Lord knows if that baby come out, it's gonna be a wrap for everybody. I don't even got the time for it, y'all. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But we have figured a space down here. So we are currently sitting on our new couch. And it's a little bit it's kind of smaller, but it's kind of bigger. So
yeah, we're gonna do a whole video showing like all the improvements we've made. We came up with a lot of creative strategies to create space for a crib, as well as space for all the baby stuff. And so I say all the baby stuff, but we're not getting that. We're not getting that much. We're not getting that much. Wolf God the Prophet, what's up, man? That's a real good friend of mine. Y'all should check him out, especially if you're looking to start a business. He runs his own business. Definitely check out his channel, Wolf God the Prophet. But he said, should I buy a used tiny home or get one built? At this rate,
point,
go
buy a used one.
The prices are getting crazy to me. I don't know, man. Everybody got their own opinion on what's a lot and what's a little bit. Everybody got their own goals. But when we bought ours, we spent $55,000 on it. We know, we've done the research. We know that that's a good price, especially for brand new construction and having it custom built by a company and not doing any of the labor ourselves. But nowadays, people even thought that was high.
Yeah.
And nowadays they're just like, shh. And I know COVID is affecting the prices of lumber right now, but I mean, people have been messaging us asking for recommendations for companies and things like that. And the prices are just up there. So, I mean, I would try to find something already built if I could. What else you see?
There's one here, one here. Would you guys consider getting a larger tiny home? We have considered getting a larger tiny home, but I think currently with what we have going on and like our plans for the future, we're kind of just going to buckle down and stay to this one because we have some things that we're trying to do in the future, and it just makes more sense to stay in this one until we can do our next project. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people ask why we stay, like at this point, why not just buy a house? But we got a lot of plans, and honestly, being debt free and having such a low cost of living, it opens up a lot of cash for us to be able to, venture out into like new projects. And we got some big stuff planned. We've been working hard, really, really hard behind the scenes. In fact, that's why we're going live today, because we didn't get a chance to do a video. So this is the lazy way for YouTubers. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in store. We've been working really hard, doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And we're excited to share all that. I've been hinting at it for a while. Some of y'all already figured it out, but
look, my little sister posted in here talking about some of y'all look refreshed.
Emily, hey.
When is the baby due? How have you chosen a name? That's actually a couple questions we got on Instagram as well. We've been talking about names, but we haven't really set on one. I don't really feel like we are very serious about looking for names at the point. I don't know. I feel like I've heard stories of people like giving birth and then deciding on the name, which that's not what we're planning on doing, but we will talk about it. Maybe when I get to the third trimester. Yeah. I am doing March 19th. Somebody else asked, how soon do I want a second child? We're gonna go with one and see how that goes, and then we're gonna decide.
Yeah, people have been asking that a lot. They've been asking that a lot.
So we're not quite sure, but I mean, originally we both said we wanted 4. And now I think just the thought of giving birth is a little bit more scary than you think before you get pregnant. And so, we're just gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, it's crazy because I grew up in a family of 6, so 4 kids, and it doesn't seem like that much when you're a kid, but then when you get older, you're like, dang, this is what my parents did. Like, this is what they were doing.
4 more people involved with this? Yeah, it's crazy. But as far as the pregnancy goes, it's been pretty great. That was another question that got on here. How's the pregnancy been? I thought I was having a rough time, and then my friend was telling me about how we're pregnant, like literally, I think she's 3 weeks ahead of me. And her first trimester was like crazy. She was like throwing up. And so I was nauseous, but that was really it. Nauseous, tired, and I had a lot of headaches because my blood pressure has been really low. And that just due to so much blood supply needing to go to the baby. And so my midwives were telling me, like, because you're so much smaller. Oh, thank you. Somebody just gave us some money. You a real one.
Oh, thank you.
To help with the cookie cravings. Oh, thank you.
Danielle, thank you very much. We appreciate the donation. That's awesome.
Yes. But so far so good. The headaches are kind of going away and my blood pressure is stabilizing a bit. So maybe in the 3rd trimester will be great and I won't have to worry about that. But I'm staying hydrated and I'm eating and we're, just living life.
Danielle also asked, any adjustments to your short-term financial plan since the expenses related to moving, I guess. I mean, not necessarily. We did get hit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, man, it was crazy. Like, y'all saw the video and y'all were like, great job. Like, y'all, persevered through that. We had some breakdowns. Like, we just didn't get those on film. And it was that night too. Once we checked into that hotel, I was just
it was that night for you. It was that morning for me. I was so tired, I just fell asleep. And then in the morning, I woke up and I think it all hit me. And I was just like,
I legitimately thought that we were not going to make it. Like, and I was like, I'm just going to hire a company. I'm just going to have them come out here, put this house on a flatbed and get it there. And then I realized we're already 13 and a half feet high, which is the max height that you can be street legal. So if they had put it on a flatbed, they wouldn't do it, but they would have hit a bridge. We couldn't do it. I'm like, we don't have any choice. And so I called Daniel, Warrior Transport, if you're looking for tiny home moving services.
Yeah.
Warrior Transport
He's
out
always
of
taking
Florida.
care of us.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He moved it for us the first couple of times. I called him. He was like, look, man, it happens. Like, you just gotta get the new tires, and you gotta keep rolling. And if another one blows, you gotta get another one, and then you gotta keep rolling. It was a journey. Serena said greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. So just wanted to say, hey, shout out to Jacksonville.
Hey!
That's actually where we started. We lived.
I miss Jacksonville so much.
Yeah, we lived in Jacksonville, Florida for the first year that we were in the house. Man, these comments are coming in so fast. I'm sorry.
Man, I thought we were on.
Yeah, I thought we were close.
Names yet? No.
What else we got here? Andre Barr, what's up, man? No names yet.
Due March 19th for the people who are just coming in.
Chantel Tower, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. No names. When's your due date?
March 19th.
Oh, you said that. Oh, sorry. I'm so kind of hey from San Antonio, Texas. International adjuster. What's going on? Did you take out a loan? Yes, we did. We originally took out a loan for the tiny house. We've been in this house since 2017 for those that might be new to the channel. So originally we did. We took out a loan for $55,000 through this company called Lightstream. It's a division of SunTrust Bank. Very simple process, very easy. Once the loan was approved, they basically just funded it. So the money dropped right into our account. We paid our builders 50% up front, another 40% at the halfway point of the build, and then the remaining 10% upon delivery. So yeah, that's kind of how it worked. I know that's a lot.
I'll jump to a question over here. Somebody asked, is our tiny house insured? It is insured. We don't let the insurance lapse just because what if something happens? So we renew it every year. It's through Lloyd's of London. You just pay a one-time fee. I think ours is like $800 something. Yeah,
we pay like somewhere between $800 to $1,000. Well, $800 to like $950 per year.
Yeah.
Which may not sound like much, but remember, people pay that for like big houses. So it's expensive when you're in a tiny house. I mean, we're paying the same amount per year that a lot of people pay for like 2,500 square feet. So,
oh, baby is kicking right now. She's saying, "Hey, y'all."
Baby's kicking. I don't know if y'all can see. You want me to show up? I don't know if y'all can see the bump there.
We're growing. We'll be 6 months on Friday. 23 weeks.
We should have put the bump in the frame. That should have just been the whole picture, just the baby bump. There's your update. Agree, stay in your current home for a few years as the baby gets older. Yeah, Esther. A lot of people have said that. They're like, look, you're going to get so much stuff, and people are going to tell you need so many things, but you really don't need all that stuff. And, we already are minimalistic, and we agree. We take things slow. We'll see what we need. If we get to a point that we're like, look, this is just not big enough, then maybe we would upgrade or do something different. But for right now, we like it. It works for us. Keep it going. All right, got some more questions in here. When are you going to have the baby registry? So go ahead. I've been talking a lot.
We were actually just talking about that this morning. We're going to, we are planning on
international adjuster. Thank you. We appreciate the donation. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Putting out a P.O Box for y'all to send, gift cards and things like that. I have to do some more research into it. We've been so busy. We have not really sat down to talk about like the things that we need in our registry. We have it in the back of our minds, but we just haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna look. Somebody was telling me about like a website where you can have people pay towards like the most expensive items, and then people can just send in gift cards. But I do want to have a virtual baby shower.
Go live
eventually.
Again.
Yeah, now that we know what we're doing. And so we will keep y'all updated. We'll let y'all know, but we don't have anything set up yet.
Yeah. Adam Williamson, is Maurice still living that LP loss prevention lifestyle? Yes. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but that's mainly been what I've done since I got out of school is work retail loss prevention and loss prevention management too. I've managed some teams. I ran some programs. I took a job, investigating large scale thefts for a while. So yeah, I'm definitely still in the LP world. Catching shoplifters, if you confuse, it's fun. You run into a lot of different types of people and a lot of different types of situations. You got to think on your feet. Where did you park the house? So this is a good question.
This is a question that we've been getting a lot, and we wanted to address that.
Yeah,
I'll let you go.
We kind of trying to keep it private, and it's nothing personal, But I mean, we love the channel, we love you guys, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of people we don't know. The majority we don't know in real life, and so it's just obviously for obvious safety reasons, we want to keep our location kind of private because I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all was popping up on us in Texas, and I mean we love it and it's flattering and it's super sweet, but it's just like it's a little
scary, especially because we're expecting a baby and we just are not trying to have that out in the public. So but we love y'all, and we will eventually, once COVID is all gone and all that, we'll do a meet and greet. But as for now, we'll just kind of stay a little to ourselves.
It was one time like we woke up on a Saturday morning. It was 10 a.m. and it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that, a Saturday morning. And I mean, we just walked out our door, and there was like this car parked in the like adjacent parking lot, because there's a business right next door to us where we were at before. And we always kind of notice little cars like that, but it just looked like somebody had abandoned their car or whatever. And then like a guy, and hey, shout out to you if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it was creepy. Like he opened the door and actually we both went out to like check on the plants, and then I came back inside. And then when I came inside, he opened the door and was like, "Hey, love your channel." And like
I was like, and I like ran back in time and finish watering the plants. I'm like, that's mad weird, Joe. Like, what the heck?
We didn't know you, and I was
like, babe, somebody out there.
Like we just woke up. Like it's just it's we appreciate it, but it's weird a little bit. It's a little scary. So that's why we try to keep the location together. And also, Sheena Scott, thank you so much for the donation. It's much appreciated. She said, "Hi guys, I'm in the process of starting my schoolie journey as well as my YouTube." Hey, congrats! Bold move. Much appreciated. Much respect for your fearlessness, I guess. I love watching you guys. Such a beautiful black couple. Team Tiny Living, and I'm just adding to your snack fund for pregnancy cravings. Yes.
I'll keep a track, $45. So I'm trying to think, okay, I got this much money to go spend on my cookies.
I'm telling y'all, when I open up that app, I'm like, Mrs. Field, how do you get to $29 at Mrs.
I'm not even going to tell y'all what I bought because y'all going to be mad just
like,
right with me. Because it wasn't even that many things and it was darn near $30. I was like, oh nah, bro, y'all need my receipts, sis, because this is ridiculous.
It's like going to McDonald's and having $100 total. Like, how do you get to $100 at McDonald's?
I think we're caught up there. Let's see. I've got a couple more. I've got a lot more actually. Somebody asked, "Are we ready to be parents?" on Instagram. I'm gonna say, I mean, is anybody ever ready to be parents? I don't know, but we're as ready as we can be, I guess.
You just got to take it day by day. Chantel said, "I want to have a tiny house built and travel with it, but my city will only allow for it to be like regular built." I guess she's saying like building codes. You can only have like some cities. There's like a minimum square footage for a house. I will say though, you probably know better than me, but just dig in because tiny houses are kind of on the come up. They've been on the come up for 8-10 years, but
now they're on the come up with the cities.
Yeah, now things are really moving. I know there's Durango, Colorado. There's a tiny house community there. There's the place we were at in Texas.
There's a few places in Texas. There's a couple in Florida. There's one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
California right now is booming.
Yeah, which we know everybody's moving out of California right now. But there's 5 different cities in California that have legalized tiny homes as ADUs or accessory dwelling units. That can be parked in a backyard. So if you're like an existing homeowner in certain cities in LA, you can have somebody rent out your backyard to park their tiny house. So it can bring in extra income for you as the homeowner. And then that person has a place to park. And they're basically, as part of their, long-term housing solution, I guess.
Yeah.
And, it's just things like that where, a lot, say what you want about California and LA, but they're usually on the front end of a lot of forward moving things. And so we think a lot of cities will follow suit and will kind of accept tiny homes more. So where we at? Congrats on the baby girl. But no time to waste. We got to get that baby junior. So I guess you're saying a baby boy.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I've seen that one. I assume the baby will be bilingual. Does Marek know any Creole? First question. Yes. Yes, the baby will definitely be bilingual. My mama act like she don't speak a lick of English. If you're watching right now, hey, mommy. But yeah, in my household, they don't speak English. Like we don't speak English there. So the baby will definitely be there. Oh, you missed it. And somebody's okay, so the question is, when are we gonna find out the sex of the baby? Qui l'a connaît sexe bébé? The baby is a girl. Son petit filier. Nous faisons une vidéo de ça déjà. We're gonna get déjà Missly, but you can go back and look for it. So yes, but it's here.
Yeah. Tawana Neely, hey to my beautiful peeps. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for jumping in. Wanda
I like this new
feature.
Oh, it just got. Gosh.
So we're just trying to catch up to the questions so we don't miss anybody. Oh, we right here. Oh. Yeah, Amazon Baby Registry is a good option because things would be sent straight from Amazon or the supplier. Safer, plus Amazon Prime members get free shipping to you. We'll have to think about that option for sure. One of our concerns too is the reason we're like, well, gift cards might be a better option is because just the space. Like if we get like a ton of stuff, we literally won't have anywhere to go with it.
If we miss some, I'm telling you, we miss some. Oh boy.
Oh, we're missing a lot of questions. So we're trying to keep up with the questions, but the way it comes in,
moving so fast.
It's a lot. So if we miss,
my gosh,
we apologize.
Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so this is where
I feel like at. I don't know technology.
I know right now.
It's like so much stuff coming in. It's kind of hard to keep it. My first time seeing y'all channel was the tire blowout. Well, that was one to come in on for sure. I can't get over how crazy that was. Jerry said, have you thought about adding an addition onto the tiny house?
That was a question on this too.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. They're built, on a frame to start with. And so add-ons aren't really a thing because then you will lose the mobility factor. So if anything, it'd be upgrading to a larger one. But for right now, like we said, we're good where we're at.
Well, somebody said you can slow the comments down. Look, we're not that tech savvy. Oh, Tay, we miss you too.
Yeah,
we just now seen that comment
from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Okay, well, while you're doing that, another question came in from Instagram. How long after the baby is born do you plan to live in a tiny house? I feel like we kind of touched on that, but it just depends on the timeline of our project. But really probably like 1 to 2 years after baby is born, which we think we can do. So
yeah. And this is a really good question from Signature Lady. What would be your advice for getting a tiny home built?
Keep it on the low side. This is my advice.
Our advice always leans towards the financial. You know what we think about.
Okay. Listen.
But I would also say, just like think about your daily routines. Think about, your lifestyle, like what's most important to you, and make those the first priority, and then build everything else around that. Because the less daily routines you have to change, the more natural the transition feels. Like we went tiny, and it doesn't really even. I know it sounds weird, but it doesn't really feel like it, just because. Like everything's kind of like our routines didn't change that much. Mm-hmm. So like she loves cooking. She loves having a nice sized kitchen. People come in here and they're like, this kitchen is as big as the kitchen in my apartment. and it's because we prioritize having kitchen space. We also went with the sleeping loft, because a lot of times we are like, she might go to bed before me, or I'm coming in later from work or whatever.
A lot of times, all the time,
every day, or I'm coming in, late from work or whatever, and so having a separate living space than a sleeping space was important to us. But other people hate the idea of a ladder, and it will work better for them to sleep on the main level. You know what I mean? So it's whatever is important to you. Focus on those things first, and then fit everything else around it, and you'll be good. That's a great question, though. We get that question a lot. What other bills? So, Kimley, what other bills come from living in a tiny home? I would say the tiny home actually reduces your bills. Like the first place we parked, our bills were like $12 a month. Like our electric bill was like $12 a month, and now it's kind of fluctuates. Yeah. It's usually now like around like $35 or $40.
Yeah, I think it'll be different here.
Yeah, but, a lot of our parking spots have been dirt cheap. We've had parking spots as low as $370,
and as high as $500.
And so once we paid off the house, which was probably about a year ago now, we basically pay nothing for our living expenses. And I think for most people, where you live is usually the most expensive line item on your monthly budget. And for us, keeping that down helps tremendously. So I guess they're kind of asking, is there anything different, like any new bills that you wouldn't expect? And there's really not. Water is usually included with the site that you're renting. We pay for internet the same way we would in a traditional home. The house was pre-wired for the cable to go in. So we have a Wi-Fi router, and that's how we do this. There's nothing special that comes out of it.
Yeah. Do you plan on buying a house in Missouri, or will you move out of state again? I think it's safe to say that we are settled. I think it's
yeah, that one comes from Instagram.
Yeah, that's an Instagram question.
We feel like we're home.
We're pretty set here.
But we always say settle because life is unpredictable. So will you guys have a water birth? Says it's me, Mama Bear.
Where? I don't see it.
Right here. What you guys
I just wanted to. Yes. I just wanted to see the question. I don't know why. But yes, the plan is to have a water birth at a birth center. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I loved my midwife in Texas, and I was like super sad, like almost to tears. I think I might have shed one tear when I was walking out of the appointment at the hospital or the clinic, the last appointment I had. But coming home has been like I just love this place so much. I just love what they stand for, how it's done. Like it's all on your terms, and I'm just super excited about it. So.
Caroline Easy, y'all need an actual TV show. Any offers? We love y'all. I wish, but I will say doing this YouTube channel has been, because I think sometimes, you see people on YouTube and you see stuff on the internet and you just think like, oh, it's like a certain type of person or whatever. Like, I really like we're regular everyday people. And so I think sometimes we get lumped into, but it's like we just decided to do it one day, and it's just been amazing to see how the channel has grown, and it has brought some really cool opportunities. I don't know, how long everybody's been with the channel, but like that was all. Most of it was. I guess
it's just been a year that we've been on YouTube, so yeah.
But crazy. I'm just saying, like we've had the opportunity to be on Good Morning America, which was incredibly that made me really happy because I watched that show as a kid every morning with my mom. So to be on the show, it was virtual. We didn't go to New York or anything, but it was just amazing. It was an amazing experience. We also did some work with CNBC. Mm-hmm. We did this basically money special called CNBC Make It. It's still out there. That video got almost I think closer. I think 700,000 views, getting close to 1 million. So that was pretty fun.
We've done L.com,
apartment therapy. It's just been there's been a lot of opportunities that have come from this. Most of the stuff we've done has been free. We've done a little bit of paid partnership as well. But
Shout out to IKEA.
I mess with IKEA. IKEA, that's been fun too. So yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy how you can start with basically nothing and what it can turn into and the opportunities that it can present. Yeah. So that's been an eye opener for us, and that's been one of the best benefits of kind of starting this journey.
Somebody asked, are we still debt free? Yes. I was like, oh, I want to answer this question. Yes, we are, boo-boo. Yes, because I don't know how much longer we can say that. With our upcoming project, we might be taking on some debt unless we can find some different, avenues to get it done. But we are currently still debt free and living our best lives.
Yeah, and the reason we say that is because the project is big.
Yeah.
We're cash flowing a large portion of the project. And I'm not talking like, well, more than okay. We're cash flowing a large part of the project, but I don't know that we can get it all done. And so I don't want to say debt is cool, but I'm just saying like it'll be cool because we'll get to do another debt-free journey with you guys. A lot of you guys probably don't know, but we actually started our channel. One of the biggest inspirations was sharing our debt-free journey and trying to help other people reach their financial goals. And so it'll be kind of, a lot of people are still working through that. So it'll be kind of fun to go back and like work through it. We'll see. We like being debt-free, but this is something that's going to create a legacy, and it's something that's going to create income for us in the future. So we're getting a return on it in a way.
Yeah. Somebody else asked, did you build your tiny, while we're still on a debt-free spiel here, did you build your tiny before you got out of debt? They're in baby step 2 and trying to find cheaper housing. We started our debt-free journey in 2017, and then about 5-6 months in, we decided we're gonna go tiny because we're trying to get that, basically cut our living costs or actually have something that we own while we're paying down that debt. So yes, during our debt-free journey, we bought our tiny home. Yay, baby shower, virtual baby shower. I can bring the meatballs. That's funny.
I wish we could do this like a big Zoom call.
Oh,
that would be fun if we could do it like.
We might be able to.
I don't know how to.
We might be able to. I gotta just talk to some people. My sister-in-law's on here. I know she knows how to set up the Zoom meeting. So I'm gonna see what.
Would y'all jump on screen if we did like a Zoom call? Would y'all jump on screen? But then it wouldn't be on the channel. So then a lot of people wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
That'd be kind of. I don't know. We gotta try to figure that out. Yep. Any unexpected visit is not cool. Agreed.
Yeah. How does it feel to get back home? It feels great.
When you register with Target, they give you a free box of baby goodies. That's good to know. Definitely.
Oh.
Adam Williamson, what role? This is a Dave Ramsey question. I know that because he put hashtag BS3, which stands for Baby Step 3. Dave Ramsey's debt financial principles is basically set up in 7 steps for people that don't know. But what role did having an emergency fund in place play in your move? It was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. We spent about $1,000 in tires.
But actually, we got ripped off, y'all. But we had no other option. We were either
stuck
in the middle of nowhere with nobody to do it, or
guy came out to give us 2 tires, and we paid $600.
$660,
and we already had the rim. He just mounted a new tire on an existing rim. $600.
And then we went to Good Tire for the other 2 tires. It was like $400. I'm like, dang.
We're like, man. how bad did he get us out there last night on the road? He's like 600.
They got you.
And they work for a corporation too. So when you at work, you can't say certain stuff. And he was like, 600.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we have 2 questions of this. Is there a tiny home community in Kansas City?
Nope.
That's all you gotta say.
Not today. But maybe. I need to stop. I can't share it right now. Hi from South Carolina. When is the baby due? March 19th. Thanks for jumping in, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm like, man, are we gonna have enough questions? And we can't get through them fast enough.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
Oh, you just scrolled all the way to the bottom. Oh, maybe you didn't.
Love you guys. Love you too. Globetrotting. Thank you so much for the donation. No need to apologize. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that budget idea. Said I got a budget for each channel. Let's skip over that one. When was the last time you had fun? I think they're saying, when's the last time you had some fun? I'm having fun right now.
There's so many. I can't even like focus on because I'm like in the chat, like, what's going on? What's happening with this person?
Keep your project close until it's time. Yes, totally agree.
Oh yeah, we gotta kick this person out. What the heck? I ain't even seen these.
Sorry, we just doing a little maintenance. We gotta
because y'all chirping in here, y'all.
We gotta get a couple people out of here.
Let me not turn up.
Why don't people do that? Like the internet is so cruel. Like I feel like when you see something, you can't even ask a legitimate.
Oh, I just thought.
You can't even ask a legitimate question anymore because you feel like the person's gonna receive it as hateful because so many people are always asking just nasty questions. Like I don't know why the internet is that way. We try to bring positivity and light to a dark place.
Somebody said, please turn up. I ain't gonna turn up, y'all. I ain't gonna turn up.
Hey, y'all should see her. We try to keep it. We try to keep it.
Don't be trying to put me out there
positive on the channel, but when she gets,
babe,
she knows how to turn up.
Somebody said, "Will you homeschool?" Will I homeschool?
Why y'all trying to start a fight on this? Why y'all doing that? Why y'all trying to start problems in this happy household on this live?
Oh man,
it's been a big debate. It's been a big debate.
But Tay said, "I know you can turn up." But so somebody else asked. Oh, so I mean, I am considering home. I'm like really not going to answer this question. I am considering homeschooling. Gotta obviously do some more research. Got a few years, but baby will be. Listen, baby's already getting books read to her, so she will be learning as soon as she pop out. I might have her hold her in that water, like, "Hey, somebody bring me a book."
So Glitter Girl 1229 Code, do you think you might want to go back to teaching in person after the baby is born?
Yes, and once COVID is down, because I don't think I could do the virtual teaching thing, but I miss teaching so much. I think that's part of the reason why I'm still so attached to Jacksonville is because like that was the last place I taught and I just miss it so much. I miss my kids. I just miss the interaction and the what do you call it? The change that you get to see happen in them throughout the year. So I can't wait to do that.
Jerry, thank you so much. We appreciate the donation. Much appreciated. Yes. I'm so happy for you all, family. This is my cousin, by the way. Another addition to the family is always a good thing. Much love from California. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Somebody else asked something else I wanted to answer, but
somebody said virtual teaching is stressful. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No lie. I'm saying it like I know, but I see what she goes through, and then also I have several family members that teach as well.
Yeah.
So,
and that's who I'm getting my information from. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I also have like teachers back in Jacksonville telling me like, girl, I'm like, I'll take your word for it. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. Somebody said, did you get the damage to your car in home fixed?
So I think they're talking about the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck's been repaired. I actually didn't know, but like you can get your damage. You can get your deductible covered based on the car that you put the truck rental on. So that was awesome. We got our deductible back, and then our insurance is taking care of the rest of the truck.
Yeah.
We ended up. I got the license plate. So they're talking about. So I
already knew you was for the go. I'm like, y'all don't get him started.
If you don't know, 5 minutes after we picked up the rental truck to hitch the house up and move it, a semi truck sideswiped me, and the guy ran, and I'm like flagging him down. I'm like, look, man, pull over, like you hit me. And he just kept going. I called Dallas 911. They're like, nope, we're not gonna chase. We're not gonna chase over that. And I'm like, it makes sense.
And dude was being reckless.
And then he jumped off at the exit to like basically evade. And I'm like, whatever. And so I was mad, but like, I got the license plate number. I got all the information off the truck, and they know who it is. But all he had to do was just say, nope, I don't know, me. Never happened. And he just gets away with it scot-free. And our insurance is covering it, so it's over now. I'm just, glad to be safe. But I just thought it was like, dang, like some of those 18-wheelers are like up to like 80,000 pounds. And, if there's no integrity in that field, that puts people, I don't want to scare anybody from driving, but.
Y'all, if y'all don't get out these comments for real, I think they're really trying to see me turn up because y'all about to really make me mad. I really do. Like,
I don't know if everybody can see that. Can everybody see
This
that?
babe, people were saying get a moderator. Like people are like kick them out, but we were up at the top, so we couldn't see it.
Yeah, we're trying to get him kicked out.
Bye, Wanda. Eat some for me too. He said, "I love you guys, but I'm hungry."
The Rhizomatic Movement, thank you for the donation, much appreciated. Said thanks for removing the spammer. Y'all don't deserve that. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Oh, like you like I'm not about to.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't want to make anybody feel like they have to.
Yeah, there was another question on here that I wanted to. Oh, somebody was asking about projects. How do we manage doing projects in the home? They're talking about canning and like candle mixing, I guess. We don't do those types of projects, but any projects that we do, we take them outside. So we get that done.
Somebody asked Andrea Bird, do you have any pregnancy cravings, Co? I just want to show this one more time because I showed this at the beginning of the live and some of y'all might not have been on here. But if you want to know if she's got pregnancy cravings.
Oh my God. He's not going to let me live this down.
Mrs. Fields, like the cookie company. Yes, the cookie company. $29.40.
Shameless plug, even though I spent an arm and a leg and they not paying me for this. Y'all, Mrs. Fields cookies, listen. Even if you're not pregnant, them things are so freaking good. Get you some, okay?
Any pets in the future living on wheels? Oh, so they must have a tiny house too. Any pets in the future? I'm not a big fan.
I am. I think once we have a child, I think once baby gets here and like she's old enough, and we're not gonna do a pet in the tiny house, but whenever we move out of the tiny house, that is a very, very high possibility.
Man, these are coming in so fast. Do y'all have a P.O Box so we can get a baby shower and send gifts? We actually did open up a P.O Box, but I don't know if we can share it yet because...
Yeah, we gonna get another P.O Box because this P.O Box ain't it.
Yeah, there's a few logistical issues around that. So we opened up one this week, though. So it's coming soon. They're putting all the business out in the street. Mrs. Fields needs to do a sponsor.
I'm telling you, because baby, I'm telling you.
Is Kansas City tiny home friendly? I will say they're not opposed to tiny homes. There is actually already a tiny home community here. It's for homeless veterans. It's actually like 5 minutes from where I grew up, off of 89th and Truth. It's called Veterans Community Project.
But they're on foundations, not on wheels.
They are on foundations. And so they're open to the idea. They're definitely open to the idea. You got any more questions over there?
A few, but I don't know.
Man, first of all, we just appreciate y'all jumping on today. Like, I'm trying to just look back through. She's got a few questions there. I'm trying to look back through, make sure we didn't miss anything. If we missed something, just drop it back in there, and we'll try to grab it. This has been really fun. It's been really, really fun.
I don't know how many people are trying to hear more tiny house questions. I'm like,
yeah. Are there any other outstanding questions out there? Just drop them in the chat. We'll try to get a couple more in. Get a mailbox at UPS store. You can receive packages from all carriers. Okay. Might have to look at that.
Listen, shout out to y'all in here. Some people like Elise, I think JT was saying it. They're like, go like and subscribe, everyone. Like it up. Yes, y'all. Go ahead and do that. You're here already, so just hit the like button.
When is the next live? Should we do this like regularly? Should we do this weekly?
Y'all gonna get tired of us. Y'all gonna be like, all right.
Will you guys record the birth? Great question.
We will record the birth. I don't know how much of the birth we will share, but we will record just because we want to have that, to look back on.
Yeah, we were thinking about hiring a videographer just so that we can, both kind of be in the moment. And she's gonna need a lot of support.
Really, babe? Really?
I assume she will need my support. I mean,
well, I will need your support.
And so, yeah, I might take off the audio and then just do like some music or something, just so.
And all of it won't be shown.
Yeah. You guys will see some things, I guess, potentially.
Somebody said, how have your friends and family adjusted to your tiny house lifestyle? I think everybody's adjusted pretty well. I mean, maybe at first people thought we were crazy, but Yeah.
Yeah. Esther Stevens said, I'm looking for your Instagram page. Why can't I follow you there? We're Tiny House Lifestyle. TINY_house_lifestyle. So that's us on Instagram. That's where we asked for questions originally. We've gotten to some of them, but we also have so many here in the chat that we wanted to also speak to as well.
And somebody asked, where is our tiny home park? If you missed it, we just talked about how we weren't going to share that just so we can keep our location private. We don't have people pop up on us.
Adam Williams said, I'm fine with regular lives. You all have the Saturday at noon spot on live.
Oh,
He must be in Eastern time zone. It's 11 for us, 11:45 for us now. We are Central.
Yes, let's do breakfast next weekend.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, guys, this makes my heart so happy. I'm super emotional right now because, pregnancy hormones. So literally anything, I'm like.
Debbie Kern said, I live in KC. Welcome home. Well, thank you. We are glad to be back. Funny story. We got back and a shout out to you, my man, if you're in the live right now. But we're like at a random Sam's Club. Like I was getting my battery.
Yeah.
I was getting my battery replaced. And the little area in the furniture department in Sam's, and they put like the couches underneath of the other furniture merchandise. So we're just sitting over there waiting on my battery to get replaced.
Because Sam's removed all the tables out of the eating area so that people are not congregating because, COVID. So we had to find some place to sit because I wasn't standing for that long.
Yeah. And somebody came up to us and recognized us from the channel.
Yeah.
And it was like,
with our mask on and everything.
Yeah.
It was
like, hey, I see y'all on YouTube. Cool. Like, I love what y'all doing. Like, this is right after we moved back. Mm-hmm. And so that was kind of special because, that's the kind of thing that like brings the channel to life. You upload videos every week, but it's like stuff like this and like seeing y'all in real life in person that kind of brings it to life and really shows, what it's kind of become in a way. And then he came back and he had the wife on FaceTime. Yeah. I was like, see, I told you it was them. She was like, what? So that was really fun. That was really fun. It's funny because it's only actually happened twice. Once when we were at around 1,200 subscribers. And then this is the first time it's happened now. Again, I think we're like getting close to 30,000. Of course, people were showing up at Lake Dallas, but I was talking about like out in public, like away from, where we lived.
Oh, my friend from Florida, where we first got our tiny home, said we love their tiny home. To that question about how are your friends adjusting? Yeah, I think people thought originally we weren't going to do it. And then when we did it, they were like, oh, this is pretty cool. So.
Yeah. Jay Fuller, are you guys happy with the size of the tiny home you built? Yes, very happy.
Yes.
This is a 24-footer. And for those that may not know, it's really all about the length. Most tiny homes are 8.5 feet wide. You can get them wider, but then you have to have special permitting when you go down the highway. But if you stay to the 8.5 feet, that's usually why you see them all look about the same width. And then the length is where it changes. So you could get, some people have them as small as I think 12 feet or 16 feet, which is crazy. But then, there's 24, 26, 28. Yeah. And I think they go all the way up to like 40. And even longer if it's like a container home. So the length is where the price fluctuations mainly happen and why you see some that look so much bigger than others. Shantoria Brooks, how did you all handle the naysayers about getting a tiny home? Yeah, there were definitely a lot of people. Here's the thing. Anytime you do something different, anytime you do something out of the norm that is not the status quo, you always gonna have people that's gonna say, bad idea. I don't think you should. Like, you just have to learn to kind of block out the noise, I guess, in a way. And we didn't know that at first. I say that like we knew that, but at first it was like, dang, are we making the right decision? And then we thought about it. And we were like, if you don't know, we had three main goals when we went tiny, right? We want to keep flexibility, right? So that if a great job opportunity came up, we had the freedom to pick up and go and take advantage of that. We wanted to own something, right? But we wanted to also own something that would have a future return on investment. Because if you don't know, if we do decide to move out of the tiny house, we're going to rent this out on Airbnb and make some money back off of it. And so not only has it served as a vehicle for financial freedom and really helped us to get out of debt in 2 years, but also it's served those other three purposes. So, when we thought about our goals and exactly what we were trying to do, all of a sudden the sacrifice in space seemed like such a small sacrifice because there were so many other things that it was accomplishing for us. So if you got a goal in mind and you have your reasons behind it and you know, that's really all that matters, and you just push forward. And I'll say, you know, when that happens, it's kind of like a domino effect. You're like, man, people told us we couldn't do that, and then we did it, right? People said that was a bad idea, and then we showed how it made sense and what we were able to accomplish with it. And so when you go into, you know, future projects, you have more confidence. And those are some of the intangibles that I just don't think you.
I'm reading the comments. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being so distracting.
No, you good. You good. I'm talking too much.
The process to purchase a tiny home, you really just have to do your research, pick a builder, and then go with it. You have to know what you want and just ask them accordingly. Yeah. And then remember, no doesn't always mean no. Like you can ask, you know, for different things and, you know, and get your financing covered if you don't have that. How do you keep the tiny house now secure?
Let me touch on the other one you were just talking about real quick. Okay. So if you weren't on before, we went to a company called Lightstream, a division of SunTrust Bank. And what she's saying when she says no doesn't always mean no, they actually initially denied us. They denied our application, even though both of our credit was like near 800 for both of us. We had we did have debt at the time, but we had a strong credit profile. We were trying to avoid a mortgage, and basically they looked at it like an auxiliary purchase, like we were buying a boat, or like they thought the tiny house was kind of like a toy for us, so to speak. Yeah. We're like, no, we're trying to avoid the mortgage. Here's our financial plan. Here's our goals. Here's what we've been able to accomplish. Like, this is why we're doing this. And they were like, well, and they asked for some additional documentation to prove up what we were saying. Mm-hmm. And we sent it in, and they saw the numbers, and they actually went back and overturned it. Yeah. So I never knew you could do that. And so that's what she's talking about when she says no doesn't always mean no. So just stay persistent. Stay persistent.
And then about keeping the tiny home secure, I don't know if they mean like doors locked, windows shut, or if they mean like stable and not moving. I don't know.
Yeah, so the tiny house is stabilized on blocks, concrete blocks.
We skirted it for winter.
You use bottle jacks, you bring it up. These things are heavy. They're tiny, but they're heavy. And I don't think people realize that. A lot of people see the house for the first time and like, wow, this is actually bigger than I would have thought. But we put it on blocks and it stabilizes it and levels it. When it's not on the blocks, you can literally feel the bounce because it's on tires. So yeah, that's what we do in terms of.
Tay said, no, don't blame my knees. You're always emotional. That is true. You'd be surprised how much more emotional. Like, you probably didn't think it could get worse. Let me tell you, I literally he would know best. And then like, I will literally call my sister on the phone, like bawling. And she's like, I'm sure of it. Like, yeah. We're not even gonna talk about stories. I can go for days about the stuff that I've cried over. That's literally not a big deal.
Hopefully, Pamela said, hopefully down the line when COVID is over, you guys can do meet and greets. Definitely. We definitely want to do that. We were going to do one in Dallas. Before we moved, we're like, while we have the house hitched up, why don't there's this really beautiful park in downtown Dallas called Clyde Warren Park. And we actually got in touch with the city, and we were actually going to go down there, take the house down there. And there's always people walking around. We're going to open it up for tours, talk to people, hang out, do a YouTube meet and greet. But then COVID hit, and it was just like, we're like, well, maybe we can open the windows and people could just peek in and we can keep. But it just felt like it was just not a good time at the time that we moved. So we want to do something. We want to do a meet and greet for sure. Yeah. I don't know that I'd be, taking the house apart to move it somewhere now to do a meet and greet.
But we'll probably just go somewhere and set up.
If it's hitched up in the future, we'll go to somewhere and do a big meet and greet.
And they said, are we close to family? Tracy Ann, we are close to family, and that's very exciting. Thanks for eating cookies with me, Sun Moon. Congrats on your pregnancy. Thank you.
Gloria, I just moved to Dallas from Michigan. Been following you guys from the beginning and really wanted to meet you guys. Love your channel and energy. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We wish it was so much easier to connect, but we try to do as best we can, but we definitely appreciate the support for sure.
Somebody asked, have we done anything fun in KC? COVID, so no, but yesterday I was kind of driving through our old middle school and high school area, and I was just getting all the feels. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Why does it do that?
It keeps skipping down to the bottom. Are you going to save this post live? Yes, this will be up on our channel. We got to figure it out after we get off how to save it. But this is our first one. But yeah, we'll definitely be saving it.
Oh, Pamela said, can we kick someone out of a Zoom call? I'm pretty sure you can. Crying is normal during pregnancy. I used to cry at commercials. I'm telling you. Oh, somebody just gave us some more money. Thank you so much.
M.W. Johnson, thank you so much for the donation. Mrs. Fields are tasty, but my double chocolate chip with pecans.
Oh. We do next time we do this, we gotta put our Cash App out because YouTube be scamming a little bit. My bad, YouTube, but they be trying to just take all the coins. So
they're gonna shut us down now.
Right, they're gonna be like,
Listen.
Oh gosh. Yeah, security cameras.
Yeah, there's so much in here. We're just trying to get to everything as much as we can. We're getting close to an hour here.
Yeah. Oh, this is where we are. Not to get too political, but what do y'all think specifically, Cole, on having a female vice president?
Ooh,
don't
politics. Oh,
yeah. We won't.
Politics.
I mean, we're not getting too political, but I'm a Black woman, and let me just keep it at that. I'm a Black woman. You know
what she's trying to say. The politically correct way is it's amazing to see some of the advancements that we're seeing in the United States.
And it's amazing to see representation because it matters.
Yeah, it does matter. It definitely matters.
Mrs. Fields Forever. Did you want to talk about this or
no?
Those people who are
very true. Some people don't like change. Yes. Vilma Estrada said, check out Incredible Tiny Homes out of Newport, Tennessee. They build homes at affordable prices. Yeah, we actually shouted them out already. I don't know if you were on the live at the time. I was watching their live yesterday. They're building a community, and they were moving some of the first tiny homes into that community.
That'd be so exciting.
So they're awesome. We actually did a video on them. If you go back on our channel, there's like a thumbnail.
Not too long ago, probably.
Yeah, there's a thumbnail that says world's largest tiny house community or something like that. And if you go back on our channel, we actually went to Newport, Tennessee, and we covered that whole thing that they're doing out there. It's pretty awesome.
The winters are colder over here, so that makes sure your pipes don't freeze.
You already read that one?
Yeah.
We're just trying to get the last of these comments. Like I say, we're getting close to an hour here. Make sure you smash the like button. Yes.
We do have a Cash App. Well, yeah, I mean, it's his name, but we have a Cash App because it's the same account. So
yeah, $sign MarekBush, MAREK.
Let me put it. Hold on, let me put it in here, so y'all can.
Y'all are so awesome. We appreciate it.
Yes, we really do appreciate it. We don't expect it, but we are grateful for it. We're not gonna turn down our blessings, okay?
Angel Fobs, love you too. # Black Love. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So okay, you want to do this as the last question and then we can like close out?
Yeah.
So do you guys do a lot of entertaining at your home? If so, the tips for entertaining in a tiny home. Before COVID and when we were out and about, we would have people come over. We've actually had about, I think 16 or 17 people in the tiny house, including a lot of children though, all at once when we first got it. But typically when you're like trying to have events, you just need to make sure you have an outdoor space as well. So people can come in the house, grab food, or you can be grilling outside or whatever it is. It's just, people have a space to come in, chill a little bit if it's hot or too cold or whatever, use the bathroom, hang out. But for the most part, like you can, go outside or inside and do that. So
yeah, it's definitely different hosting in a tiny house, but it's kind of fun because you talk about different stuff and everybody's in close quarters and it's fun, but we don't host as much as we thought we would.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Dee is blessed. $5. Love your channel. Also positive, or always positive. I don't know how to read y'all. Sorry. Energy. Congratulations on the new baby girl coming. As God bless. Thank you.
Marjorie, watching you guys from Africa, Uganda. I love you guys. You are bomb. Thank you so much. It's so cool that we get to connect with people from literally all over the world.
It is. My friend who came and visited me, Christina, she is doing great. She is in med school right now. She's thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but med school is a butt kicker. So you might be able to see her on here. You might not.
I'm Whoa, I'm not going to read that username, but I need help. Sorry. I need help. I need help convincing my hubby, who is 6'3", into getting a tiny home. LOL. I'm 6'5". I don't know if that helps, but our kitchen ceiling is the closest thing to my head, and we actually had it designed so that I could walk underneath of it without having to duck. So it comes to about right here, but it can be done. It is possible. I feel comfortable here. I don't know if that helps. It's good to see that you guys are doing well.
Oh, I guess before we leave, I have to show
Yeah, we're about to jump
bump
off, but we want to show the baby bump before we go. First of all, we appreciate all the questions. We appreciate all the love and all the support.
Yes,
it's
thank
been
you so much, y'all.
Such an amazing journey.
It has been.
We ain't going nowhere, but I'm just saying, like, it's been a lot of fun, and
yeah,
we're super excited, and we're excited to bring some really cool updates.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, very soon. There's just a few things that still have to happen.
Y'all are the real MVPs. Y'all really sat on here with us for an hour with us just yapping at y'all.
Yeah, much appreciated. Much appreciated. So I think she's gonna show you guys the baby bump. 5 months, almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months. It'll be 6 months next month. Can you even see?
Yeah, can you see? There's the baby bump. Baby girl doing March.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, we love y'all.
Hugs to both of you. Hugs to you guys too. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have a great Saturday. Stay blessed.
Yes.
Keep pushing forward. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
All right.